makers of Pepto-Olive, the only product you will ever need, are proud to present the continuing saga of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator. And now, Episode 8 of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, entitled Down on Me.
Big brother in the hauling company.
As you will more than likely remember from our last gripping episode, Buddy Shell and his operative, 36-year-old paperboy Mickey Gold, had narrowly escaped an assassination attempt by the militia of Murray, only to be arrested for the murder of Buddy's former partner and mentor, UB Guide. After being transported to the San Santa Buena jail, Buddy was brought to the office of Chief Homicide Inspector Captain Marcia Van Brentwood. As Buddy enters the office cluttered with empty pizza boxes, half-eaten donuts, and coffee cups, he noticed the two burly cops who had earlier arrested him for breaking into the home of King Legholtz. The cops' names were Earl Brenner and Merle Eastwood.
Sit down, Shell. I think you know everybody here.
Yeah, hello, Earl. Hello, Merle.
Well, Shell, you can't seem to stay out of trouble, can you?
It would seem so.
You're in pretty deep, Shell. Why'd you kill UB Guide?
I didn't kill anybody.
We found these at the crime scene. Do you recognize them?
Those look like my reading glasses.
They are your reading glasses. We checked.
We also found your fingerprints on the door of UB's car.
And we found footprints on the ground near the body. They match perfectly with a pair of shoes that we found in your closet. They were covered with dirt that matches the dirt at the scene of the murder.
Where is this crime scene?
As if you didn't know.
Confess, Shell. It'll be easier on you.
He was like a father to me. He taught me all I know about this business. Why would I kill him?
That's what we're trying to find out.
What time did this murder take place?
Between 5 and 6 a.m. this morning. The body was discovered by 2 security guards at the Pepto-Olive plant outside the back gate at about 9 a.m. this morning.
You can account for your whereabouts at that time.
As a matter of fact, I can. I was at the home of King Legholtz.
Legholtz, the record company guy?
Yeah?
What were you doing there at that time of the morning?
He wanted me to investigate the Cultural Arts Center murders. He gave me 10 grand.
You expect us to believe that garbage?
I don't expect you to believe anything that would require ability to use high-level thinking skills, Flatfoot.
You're still a smart mouth, huh, Shell?
Yeah.
I believe what Merle is trying to impress upon you, Shell, is that the ability to converse in a rational manner without resorting to personal attacks is highly valued here.
I'll try my best to control my rambunctious nature.
Good. Now then, you say you were at King Legholt's home this morning? Let's give him a call, shall we, and see if we can clear this up.
Legholtz residence?
King Legholtz, please. This is Captain Van Brentwood of the San Santa Buena Police calling.
One moment, please.
Here's Captain. Captain Van Brentwood. So nice to hear from you again.
Thank you.
Did my donation to the Police Protective League arrive yet?
Yes, sir, it did. It was very generous of you, sir.
Don't mention it. You people do just a doggone good job down there. I just wanted to show my appreciation in a small way.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, sir.
And I want to thank you and Chief Parker for the honorary drug enforcement badge. That was mighty nice of you.
Our pleasure, sir. Mr. Legholtz.
Call me King, Captain.
King, Captain. Was Buddy Shell at your home this morning? Between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. for a business meeting?
Who?
Buddy Shell. He's a private investigator.
Isn't that the fellow you caught breaking into my home yesterday?
Yes, sir.
No, he wasn't. What possible business could I have with a criminal like that?
I don't know, sir.
No, I never met the man, and I never hope to.
I see. You're sure about this?
Yes, Captain. Quite sure. Will that be all?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure, Captain.
Do you want to change your story now, Shell?
What did he say?
He said he's never met you before.
He's lying.
Yeah, right. I think you need a little something to jog your memory, gumshoe.
Ah, that's...
I think what Merle is trying to say is that veracity is another quality we value around here.
Yeah, I never realized that you people were such pillars of ethics.
Now then, how about telling us the truth?
I'd love to. May I remove my right shoe?
I beg your pardon.
I need to remove my right shoe to give you the truth you asked for.
Why do we have to smell your stinky feet?
Hey, I use Pepto-Olive odor defeaters, Flatfoot.
I do too. Aren't they great?
What is in your shoe, Shell?
A tape recorder. I recorded the call I received from Leghose's henchman Red, inviting me to the king's home. I recorded the meeting as well. You'll see he was lying to you.
Go ahead.
Got it. There. Now I'll play the tape for you. This is the call I received on my car phone this morning.
Buddy Shell speaking. Mr. Shell, this is Red, personal assistant to King Leholtz. The king was wondering if you would be so kind as to join him in his home immediately.
Now, it's nearly 5 in the morning.
I believe the king feels it concerns a matter of grave interest to both you and to himself. We will be expecting you. I believe you know the address. Goodbye.
Well,
What else do you have on that tape?
this is the tape of the meeting. Listen to this.
Reasons, but no proof.
He saw it on the computer.
What? Quiet, Mickey.
Oh, sorry.
I believe you're a vampire, Leghose. You do. I see. Do you deny it? If you're a vampire, you have to admit the truth.
And why is that?
I read it in a book.
I see. Well then, let's put our cards on the table, shall we?
Let's.
You all right?
I am a vampire. Been one for over 250 years, as a matter of fact.
I knew it.
Let's go, buddy.
Not yet. Finish your yoo-hoo.
Vampires?
Yeah, you've heard of them. So what do you think, Captain?
I think both you and the king are nuts. He really thinks he's a vampire?
He is a vampire. I'm sure of it. And I think he's behind the murders at the Cultural Arts Center.
I don't know anything about that.
What do you mean? Aren't you guys in homicide investigating them?
No, the case was taken out of our hands.
By who?
Whom, Shell? By whom is the correct form?
Oh, sorry, Earl. By whom, Captain?
The DA's office. The investigation is being handled by Deputy DA Harris Williams.
Williams, huh? Isn't that unusual?
The city is trying to keep the lid on the murders. That's why you don't read about them in the papers.
What were you saying about the king making some donation to the Police Protective League?
He donated $25,000 last week.
Oh, that's a lot of scratch.
I can't figure out why the king was lying about not having met you before.
He's trying to set me up.
What about all this evidence we found at the crime scene?
Planted there, obviously.
Obviously, nothing is obvious.
Obviously.
What was Yubi doing at the Pepto-Olive plant at that time of day?
Yubi was investigating Harry Gantz for me. I had a feeling that he's also involved here somehow. Yubi tailed him to the Pepto-Olive plant. He discovered they're dumping water, a lot of water, every night.
During a drought? Why?
I don't know.
What does Gantz have to do with this?
I don't know that either.
What do you know, Shell?
I know my best friend is dead. How was he killed?
Blunt force injury to the head.
Poor Yubi. Were there signs of a struggle?
Nope.
Somebody must have snuck up on him.
No way. Yubi was too sharp for that. It might have been someone he knew.
Like who?
Whom, Captain?
Shut up, Earl.
I don't know, Captain, but I'm going to find out. Can I go?
Yeah, but the boys will be watching you, Shell. I don't think you're telling me everything you know.
Don't worry, Captain. When I know something, you'll be the only person I'll tell.
Good luck, Shell. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Thanks, Captain. I think you're right.
We'll be right back with the second half of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, in just a moment. But first, a word from Pepto-Olive.
A community thrives when people involved are in fact just that, people involved. We here at Pepto-Olive believe in getting involved. When young Charlie tried out for the ball team, and all the other kids laughed, we were there. When Susie received her first set of braces at age 9 but was afraid, we were there. When old Mr. Pugh lost his golden retriever down by the creek, who was there? We were. When Mr. and Mrs. Delbont of Massachusetts, who later came to work for us, moved into that fixer-upper on Elm, we were happy to be there. Being there. A community serving people. Community. People serving people. Peptmolive. People serving us.
And now part 2 of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, entitled Down on Me. Buddy, Mickey, and Yeller were released from police custody and left quickly in Buddy's car. Meanwhile, at Max Shell's Bikini Car Wash, another meeting was taking place between Buddy's father, Max Shell, and the famous lawyer, Racehorse Rabinowitz.
What do you want, shyster? And make it fast. That stunt you and that no-good double-crossing dance pulled at our council meeting is going to get you in double dutch with the cops when I get through with you.
Now, Mr. Shell, I can understand your pique over the incident, but let me assure you, I had no prior knowledge of your arrangement with Mr. Gantz.
What about all that stuff you said about me and the mafia? That's a bunch of hogwash, and you know it.
I know it now, Mr. Shell, but at the time I was assured by District Attorney Williams that there was proof. I had nothing to say about any of that stuff. I was as surprised as you were. Look, all I was doing was acting in accordance with the best wishes of my client, the Peptmolive Corporation, to secure the rights to the water.
Which you did.
Of course, I always win. That's why I command the type of fee I do.
Well, what am I going to do now? I needed that water to run my businesses.
Mr. Shell, what I am about to propose offers you a much better opportunity than running a car wash.
Car washes. I own 6 car washes.
Of course. Now, I apologize. However, if I could just have a moment of your time.
Go ahead, but make it short. I know how long-winded you ambulance chasers are.
Now, I have been retained by a mutual acquaintance to enlist you in the fight for better government in your fair city.
What acquaintance is that?
Mr. Legholtz. Now, I believe you know him.
Oh, sure. King Legholtz. He's a great patriot.
Of course. Now, Mr. Legholtz seems to feel that you would make a fine city councilman, and he is willing to back your campaign to the fullest extent necessary to ensure your victory.
What? Me? On the city council? With those crooks? You're kidding.
Precisely.
You are?
Really, no, I'm just pulling your chain. You see, the city needs an honest man to combat the forces of evil government.
But I'm not a politician. I wash cars.
Exactly. You see, the common man theme is what we're counting on. The king feels that the time is right for such an approach. Now, I will be functioning as your campaign manager if you should accept our proposal.
Oh, what does the king expect in return?
Just that you follow your conscience and vote with your heart and mind without being beholden to special interests.
I don't know about all this.
Of course, as a city councilman, you would be directly responsible for appointments to various city jobs, such as Commissioner Del Arte.
You mean I could fire that no-good Gantz?
If you feel that would be good for the city, I think that would be a most appropriate action.
You got a deal, mister. Put her there.
Excellent, Mr. Shell. Now then, I shall begin filling the appropriate papers. I think we should talk about the issues in your campaign.
Like what?
We, that is, the king and myself, feel that your campaign should feature 3 main issues. First, that the city should ban the showing of all NC-17 films. Second, that the city should force the removal of all singles newspapers from the news racks in the city. And third, that the city should require that all the schools in San Santa Buena Unified School District remove all the frills from the curriculum, such as your music and drama and art, just as well as get away from that touchy-feely, politically correct history that they do now. Look, it's time to get back to basics that you and I know work.
I don't know about all that stuff about NC-17 movies and sexy newspapers. It seems a little crazy to waste time with that stuff. I mean, it really doesn't matter what people watch, does it?
Well, you and I know that, Mr. Shell, but the people seem to think it is important. Our polling shows that these are the issues people want tackled. The people, Mr. Shell.
By God, you're right. We must respect the will of the people to do whatever crazy things they want. This is America.
Absolutely.
What do we do first?
Well, let me take care of things, Mr. Shell. I'll be getting back to you very soon. Let me say what a pleasure it is to work for such a fine, patriotic American such as yourself.
Aww.
Now, you see, the city council is only the first step for you, Mr. Shell. I believe you have quite a future ahead of you.
Well, you really think so?
Yep.
Buddy Shell went home after his ordeal at the police station and fell into a fitful sleep. He was awakened a few hours later by the phone.
Hello?
Is Tammy there?
She's probably at work. Who is this?
I'm a friend of hers from the PTA. I'll call back later.
Can I take a message?
Buddy stared at the phone for a moment. Then he dialed his office. The phone was answered by Buddy's familiar, the psychic albino mynah bird, Miles.
Hello, buddy. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Did you hear about Yubi?
I did. It was on the news.
What do you think happened?
There was no sign of a struggle. He was killed by someone he knew.
That's what I think. I was set up to take the fall.
By whom?
That's what we've got to find out. I'll be in to use the Wiccan for Windows on the computer as soon as I get cleaned up.
Okay. Could you bring me some bear claws? I haven't eaten all day.
Okay. Do we need any coffee?
No. We could use some sweetener, though.
I'll pick some up.
Did you hear the news about the Cultural Arts Center?
No, I've been asleep. What happened now?
King Langholz made a big donation. $2 million worth. They're going to name the main auditorium after him.
No kidding. I wonder what he's up to now.
I don't know, but I'll bet it's something big. Did you hear about your dad?
What's happened to Max?
He's running for city council. I heard it on KCLU.
The NPR station at the college that plays jazz?
Yeah. I wish they'd play more Miles Davis and Weather Report, though.
Well, write the program director. Listen, Miles, have you had any dreams or visions about Tammy lately?
No.
Hello?
Yeah? No.
Why did you hesitate?
Well, nothing.
What is it?
I can't get involved in this.
In what? Listen, Miles, you've been my friend and familiar for 12 years now. You owe it to me to tell me if you know something. I think she might be having an affair.
You'll just hate me if I tell you anything.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. People always want to kill the messenger. You won't believe me anyway. You'll just get mad.
Miles, you do know something. Now tell me what you know. I promise I won't get mad.
She is having an affair.
I can't believe she's having an affair.
See?
With who?
Whom?
What?
Whom is the correct grammatical form to use.
What are you, some dork English teacher or something?
See, you're mad already, I told you.
I'm not mad. Whom is she having an affair with?
That dumb D.A. Harris Williams.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I just found out today. I was calling around looking for you, and I called Caboose Trek's Blue Room.
And?
I talked to my friend Pierre.
Who's Pierre?
He's Caboose's parrot.
You talked to a parrot on the phone?
He's a friend of mine. Can't I have any friends?
You can have all the friends you want. How come the parrot answered the phone?
It was before they opened. Nobody was there.
Is Pierre a psychic too?
No. He's an African Grey. They're dummies.
If he's such a dummy, then why is he your friend?
Actually, he's more of an acquaintance. I only talked to him because he's got a cute sister. Anyway, he told me that Tammy was in there last night with Williams, dancing the night away and being very chummy.
She said she was at a PTA meeting.
Unless they're thinking of adding adultery to the junior high curriculum, I don't think this was your normal PTA meeting.
All right. Listen, I'll be in as soon as I talk to Tammy. You sure about this?
Pierre might be a dummy, but he's not a liar.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
I'm sorry about this, buddy. I really am.
It's not your fault, Miles.
It's nobody's fault, buddy. These things happen.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Blessed be.
Buddy sat in the bedroom in the dark for the next hour, chain-smoking Pall Malls and running crazy through his mind, emotions whipsawed between depression, fury, and relief. He knew this relationship really wasn't working out, yet he loved his girlfriend, or at least he did. But most of his fury was directed at himself for not recognizing the fact that Tammy wasn't right for him, and for not realizing that he kept on making the same mistakes with women over and over again. Finally, Buddy heard the garage door open and Tammy drive in. He sat, trying to compose himself for the bad scene that was about to unfold. Tammy walked into the darkened bedroom.
Oh, you scared me. What are you doing sitting here in the dark? And why are you smoking in my bedroom? You know how I hate smoking.
Sorry. I was upset.
I'm sorry about you, Bee. I heard about it on the news.
He was a very good friend who never betrayed me. Ever. Those kind of people are very hard to come by.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Do you mind if I turn on the lights? I have to get ready.
Ready for what? Going to another PTA meeting? Or is it a birthday party? Or maybe you're going to a tramp convention?
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Are you calling me a tramp?
That's the correct term, isn't it? For lying, cheating women, I mean?
You're not referring to me, I hope.
I'm not referring to Madonna, dear.
You have some nerve.
Oh, I know all about it. You're having an affair with that stupid DA, Harris Williams, aren't you?
You must be joking.
Cut the performance, Tammy. You never could act.
I beg your pardon? I played Lori in Oklahoma, didn't I?
Only because I was curly and I made the director Giles cast you in the part.
Oh, I see.
How could you do it with that blockhead?
At least he has a real job.
Oh, so you do admit it.
Yes, I do. There. Do you feel better now?
How did it start?
Why do you want to know? What difference does it make?
I want to know.
We met while I was on jury duty.
Huh, are you kidding? You were stooping the DA while you were on the jury?
It was after the case. We all went out for drinks after the verdict.
You acquitted that guy!
So? It wasn't Harris's fault that the cop got caught lying on the stand.
Wait, let me get this straight. You fell for a guy who couldn't convict somebody who beat up another guy at a Halloween party with a golf club dressed as a cow? With about 50 witnesses? This is the great legal mind you fell for?
What's the point of talking about this?
And a DA to boot? A guy who can't make a living as a lawyer on his own, so he has to work for the government? If those DAs were any good as lawyers, they'd be in private practice.
Some sour grapes, buddy?
You're defending this jerk?
I think you'd better go.
Oh, you're darn right, I'll go. I'm going straight to the bar.
Huh, like drinking's going to solve your problems.
The legal bar, Einstein. They'd probably like to know that one of their moron DAs is picking up chicks on the jury.
I want you to leave.
You'll forget who pays the rent here.
I pay half.
Yeah, but 80% of the people who live here are related to you, including your deadbeat husband. Hey, is this dopey DA gonna support your husband too?
You're getting hysterical.
Only women get hysterical. Men get furious. I can't believe you gave him our phone number.
What was I supposed to do?
Well, you mean he doesn't know we live together? You didn't tell him?
Oh, he knows. He was here yesterday.
In my house? I can't believe this!
Believe it.
Oh, wait a minute. When was he here?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
When was he here?
Last night.
It's all starting to make sense now.
What are you talking about?
Somebody tried to frame me for Yubi's murder. I think it was that creep, Williams.
You're hallucinating.
Oh, they found my glasses at the crime scene and footprints from my shoes there. The only way they could have gotten there is if somebody had taken them from here.
Why would he want to frame you?
Because his boss told him to.
Who's his boss?
King Legholtz.
The owner of Sundown Records? You're crazy!
Oh, you know him?
I met him. He's very nice. He just donated $2 million to the Cultural Arts Center to keep them from going broke.
He's also a murdering vampire who's been dumping bodies at the Arts Center and is probably behind UB's murder. You've really stepped into it this time, sweetie.
You're raving.
Maybe so, but at least I'm not cheating with a crooked DA. I'll be back for my things. If I were you, I'd be very careful.
Don't worry about me.
I won't.
Amateur.
I heard that.
Will Buddy be able to prove the DA and the King are behind the murder of UB Guide and the bodies at the Cultural Arts Center? Will Max win the City Council election? Find out the answers to these and many other posing questions in the next Buddy Shell Metaphysical Private Investigator. Buddy Shell, MPI, was written and directed by Terry Miles and produced by Stephen L. Carlson for Fried Out Features Productions. Starring James Egan, Shelley Herman, Stephen L. Carlson, Terry Miles, Randall Carver, Linda Stiegler, and Damian Gravino. This show was produced at the studios of KCLU 88.3 FM in Thousand Oaks, California. This is your announcer, Brent McCoy, reminding you to watch out for Harry Gans.